Mix. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Millions of Americans are traveling for the 4th, but so is Mother Nature. The AP's Jennifer King.
AAA is forecasting a record July 4th travel period. Although with nearly 90 million people under heat alerts, it might be a good idea to watch the fireworks from a boat or on TV with a bowl of ice cream in hand. The Motor Club projects 70.9 million U.S. travelers are heading 50 miles or more to enjoy Independence Day festivities this week. That's a 5% increase over last year and over 5.5 million more than before the pandemic. About 60.6 million are going by car, with the worst traffic on Wednesday and Sunday. As for rental car demand, Hertz says Dallas, Denver, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and San Francisco are tops this holiday week. GasBuddy.com is reporting the national average for a gallon of gas on the 4th is expected to be around $3.49. I'm Jennifer King.
And as for that heat that Jennifer mentioned, well, the temperature may hit 113 degrees in Las Vegas today, 101 in Oklahoma City. Hurricane Beryl has been moving toward Jamaica as islanders scramble to make preparations after the powerful Category 4 storm earlier killed at least 6 people and caused significant damage in the Southeast Caribbean. President Biden's fighting back after a shaky debate performance as some donors and some on Capitol Hill worried about his re-election chances. The White House is announcing a series of public events in the next few days. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
We want to turn the page on this. And we want to turn the page for the American people as well, because we know that they need to see him out there. He's going to continue to be out there. He has been. And we understand how important that is.
The White House Press Secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. A house in Lafayette, Wisconsin exploded yesterday, injuring a man who was found trapped in the rubble in the basement. No word yet on what caused the explosion. This is AP News. We've got information now about a new Alzheimer's drug. The AP's Ed Donahue has this story.
The Food and Drug Administration approved a second Alzheimer's drug. It's made by Eli Lilly, and it's called Kisunla, and is for mild or early cases of dementia caused by Alzheimer's. Kisunla is only the second drug that's been convincingly shown to delay cognitive decline in patients. Last year, a similar drug from Japanese drug maker Eisai was approved. Doctors who treat Alzheimer's say approval is an important step after decades of failed experimental treatments. Patients and their families will have to weigh the benefits against the downsides, including regular IV infusions and potentially dangerous side effects like brain swelling. Questions remain about which patients should get the drugs and how long they might benefit. Ed Donahue, Washington.
The Dow gained 162 points yesterday. The S&P rose 33. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
When you're ready to power up your next adventure, the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek has a 3.5-liter V6 engine, 295 horsepower, and 270 pound-foot of torque to get you there. From rocky trails and muddy paths to sandy dunes and snowy roads, wherever you're going, find your path in the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Well, it looks like some clouds will be hanging around this morning, but we will eventually see those clouds thin out a little bit. We should have a partly sunny sky day today. We'll have 50-50 chance of getting some rain through the day today. It could be this morning, could again be this afternoon, and pop-up showers look to be more likely, and a high of 91 today. That heat index expected to climb over 100. So it's going to be warm. So again, if you're out and about today, drink plenty of fluids and try to stay out of that sun when it does come out. But also be aware there could be some showers, even thunder showers pop up. Now for tonight, most of the evening will be fairly cloudy with not a lot of action going on. We will see a chance of showers and thunder showers come back into play late tonight and then most likely after midnight tonight. We'll have a low of 69. Winds, well, they're not going to be much. Going to be out of southeast after midnight, about 5 miles an hour. Chance of getting that rain, 60%. For Independence Day itself, intermittent showers, thunder showers, a little bit breezy, a little bit of everything, I think, on Independence Day. We'll have some sunshine, partly sunny skies, but we'll also have warm temperatures, and it will be humid. Well, showers and thunder showers could pop up anytime starting basically late morning, off and on throughout the afternoon and into Thursday night. Our winds are going to be out of south at 5 to 10, moving to the southwest by the afternoon. Chance getting that rain, 60%. Better chance of rain Thursday night, 70% chance. And that will develop probably mid to late night Thursday night, 8 o'clock to 10. Showers, possibly some thunder showers in there. They'll continue in the after midnight hours before they fizzle out. Cloudy skies throughout the night Thursday night, are low of 66. And then Friday, sunny, high of only 81 with a northwesterly breeze, 5 to 10, gusting up to 15 to 20. And then clear Friday night with a low of 59. We're in July. Whew. At the KSMO studios right now, your hometown radio station, it's 76 degrees. We do have cloudy skies right now at the KSMO studios. Again, that big old thick globber of rain that's on Highway 50 between Jeff City and St. Louis is still moving to the east, and it's still dropping a lot of rain. There are a few little tails of that rain that go down, I would say, somewhere between Stanton and St. Clair. You're going to start to run into a little bit of rain on 44 if you're there, getting close to that now. Now, this is going to continue to pull to the east, but there are going to be some tails to that rain that'll linger in that area. So somewhere between Stanton and St. Clair, if you're going up 44, you're probably going to see some rain, and that's all the way up to Highway 50. That'll come together on 44 right there just past Union. So you want to definitely be ready for that, and you could run into a little bit of heavy rain there. That goes all the way past St. Louis. So again, if you're probably right now just at St. James and 44 and you're heading that way, you're probably going to miss it. Well, you might get the very tail end of it, though, so we're just kind of warning you about that. Otherwise, in our area, looking for a little bit of that shower activity to start popping up. Not a bunch of it, somewhere right around 9-ish, give or take a 15-minute span, but it doesn't look like much in our area. Maybe a light, moderate shower at best, but I think most of it's going to be a fairly light precipitation. At the KSMO studios here at your hometown radio station, as I mentioned, 76 degrees. We do have, at the moment, fairly nice morning so far, a little sticky. 10-mile-an-hour winds out of southwest, 87% the relative humidity, and the pressure 29.96 inches. Okay, we are going to come right back with local news next. It's up in a moment.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my superhydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At KSMO, it's time for local news being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. My name is Stan Stevens, bringing you that news right here on KSMO. Appreciate you joining us. Hope your day is going to be good on this third day of July. You're listening to us on AM 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, streaming with you online at KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Let's get to that news. The Salem Area Chamber of Commerce and City of Salem will hold their annual 4th of July Independence Day Parade Thursday evening starting at 6. This year's Grand Marshal is Salem Police Chief Joe Chase. There'll be a total of 93 entries in the parade, which will leave from the SBU Salem campus and progress east on Franklin and MacArthur. Parade will then make a left turn and travel north to 4th Street, where the parade will veer right and head down to the Dent County Courthouse. Everyone's invited to come on out and enjoy the parade. Bring your lawn chairs and cold beverages to stay well hydrated. It's supposed to be warm. And if you can't make it to the parade, you can watch it on KSMO Media streaming live on the KSMO Stream Facebook page, KSMO YouTube channel, and our KSMOradio.com Twitch channel. All three of the steams, well, it will be steamy. All three of the streams will be available at the KSMO website homepage at KSMOradio.com. You'll see them at the very top of the page. You can click on any one of the three. Parade will probably begin streaming very close to 6:15. There's no cost to stream the parade, and if you can't watch it live, it'll be archived for playback at a later date. Don't forget about the fireworks display that's scheduled out at the Commons starting at dark Thursday night. There'll also be other activities going on prior to the fireworks display. Salem Memorial Hospital's Board of Directors hired their current Chief Financial Officer, Kayla Chamberlain, as a new interim CEO Friday during a special closed session meeting to replace Wes Murray, whose contract expired on June 30th. He was employed on May 13th as the interim CEO until Brooke Bowman was to step in as the new CEO on July 1st. A release sent by the hospital made no mention as to the status of Bowman and why she did not take over on Monday. Murray was thanked by the board for his leadership and guidance during the continued transition of the hospital. Colonel Eric T. Olson, the superintendent of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, reminds Missourians to make smart choices for the safe 4th of July travel, whether you're on the roads or on the water, to make sure that you are smart. Wear a life jacket if you're on the river or lakes, and if you're driving, make sure you got that seatbelt on, and use a little bit of common sense and take your time. Do not drink and drive. During the 2023 counting period last year, 15 people were killed, 646 hurt in the holiday, and 1,505 traffic crashes. This year's counting period is going to be a little bit longer because it's going to start tonight at 6. It will last all the way to Sunday night, July 7th at 11:59. So, also, they had 125 people arrested for driving while being intoxicated in last year's counting period. All available troopers will be out patrolling the roadways. There'll be Operation Care going on to make sure that everybody's being well taken care of. And if you do have a breakdown or you see somebody needs assistance or you witness criminal activity, make sure you call the patrol's emergency hotline, 1-800-525-5555, or just hit star 55 on your cell phone. If you'd like to find out if there's any road construction along your travel routes, you may be dialing 1-888-275-6636. By the way, those patrol emergency numbers are good whether you're boating or driving. The Dent County Health Center Board of Trustees held their regular meeting Thursday, June 20th. Administrator Zach Moser presented a service and statistics report. In the communicable disease report, he stated there were 21 COVID-19 cases reported, and the new strain is circulating. 37 lead cases, 37 screenings for sexually transmitted infections, no cases of influenza, and 9 animal bites. There was a brief discussion about the avian flu that has broken out in dairy cattle and has spread to a few humans, but it's not spreading from human to human. The environmental report by Assistant Administrator Roma Jones showed there were 5 total inspections conducted, no recalls, no sewer complaints, and 31 environmental questions were fielded. Maternal child health statistics showed there was 1 CPR course, 1 consultation for child care health, no Show Me Healthy Women appointments, 13 Title X appointments, no presumptive eligibilities for temporary Medicaid, and 304 WIC appointments. The community-specific services summary showed 496 total appointments other than WIC, 99 nurse practitioner appointments, 117 treatment court visits, 224 lab appointments, and 42 immunization appointments. Nurse practitioner service details showed no Show Me Healthy Women appointments, 6 family plannings, 7 well child visits, 12 online appointments, 2 other well woman exams, 9 other physicals, 10 KSMO physicals, 10 other visits, and 53 acute illness appointments. Laboratory details show 253 individual patients, 3 appointments for rapid tests for COVID, flu, RSV, or strep, 3 pregnancy tests, and 11 lead tests. There were no immunizations for COVID-19 in May, while there were 5 for influenza and 90 other vaccines were administered. That does include a new RSV vaccine and new formulations of the pneumonia vaccine. In the administrator's report, Moser reported that there will be a lead poisoning town hall meeting that is open to the public August 1st at 5:30 at the community center at the Armory. Activities of the Denton County Health Center include a safety day at Walmart, donation of sunscreen to the SMH golf tournament, and at the Chamber Expo as well. Progress on the Denton County Health Center strategic plan was discussed. Moser was asked about insurance adjusters' results from the April 18th hailstorm. He's reported that an insurance adjuster has not yet been to the Denton County Health Center to determine the damage. The Health Center financial reports for May, including the overall results from H&R Block, were reviewed. Discussion was held on the balance sheet, income statement, and budget statements. After the questions were answered that they may have had, the financial reports and the report from H&R Block were then approved. In new business, financial audit was also approved by the board. On Wednesday, June 26th, in Denton County, in front of Judge Michael Randazzo of the 42nd Judicial Court, a probation revocation hearing and sentencing was held for Cody Brookshire of Edgar Springs. Brookshire is on probation for assault in the first degree from an incident in 2012 where he absconded from supervision and went to California. He was returned from California on an extraditable warrant. Denton County Prosecutor Andrew Curley sought 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections, while Brookshire sought continued probation. Judge Randazzo sentenced Brookshire to serve 5 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. 7:46, sports next after this.
Improve grain quality more efficiently with AGI mixed flow dryers. The dryer's screenless operation and computerized moisture control deliver consistently higher quality grain and heavier test weights per bushel, translating into maximum return on investment. To learn more about energy efficient AGI mixed flow dryers and how they can add profitability to your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com. AGI, we're right there with you.
From grain storage and handling to conditioning and monitoring, AGI is right there with you, supporting your expertise with the largest catalog of industry-leading solutions. All to ensure your grain gets handled properly, you stay safe, and your profits continue to grow. We're AGI, and we're all in. To learn more about how AGI can support your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com.
At the KSMO studio, it's time for sports news. The Cardinals played the Pittsburgh Pirates last night. Nolan Gorman slugged a grand slam in the 4th inning, and it was also Alec Burleson with a 2-run homer as the Cardinals went on to beat Pittsburgh 7-4. Brendan Donovan had 3 hits for the Cardinals in that game. Cards and Pirates tangled again tonight, actually this afternoon, 4:45 with the pregame show, 5:40 game time, right here on KSMO AM 1340 FM 95.7. There was a long rain delay, but Tampa Bay still held on and beat the Royals last night in Kansas City 5-1. Those two teams will play again this evening in Kauffman Stadium. And the St. Louis Blues schedule was released yesterday afternoon at 11 amid a busy offseason, seeing the Blues participating in new player signings and trades. Preseason will begin with the Blues taking on the Dallas Stars in the September 21st game. They'll wrap up against Chicago in Milwaukee on October 5th. The regular season start has the Blues out on the West Coast. They'll be in Seattle, San Jose, and Las Vegas before they come home to open their season October 15th against the Wild of Minnesota. You can check out the NHL schedules at the St. Louis Blues website. That's on our website. You can just take a direct link to there by going to KSMO Radio, 95.7, 1340 AM, and you'll see a Blues link right there. It takes you right to the website. Or you can click on NHL.com and look for the schedule that way as well. And that's going to do it for news and sports, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. We are your hometown radio station. Coming up next, it's that daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones Brokerage, helping people since way back in 1922. They can help you as well. Contact them today locally at their office, 729-3831, or stop by the office, 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. Now our daily investment report with the big man himself, Joe Brand. Joe?
Thank you. This is Joe Brand of Edward Jones bringing you the daily financial market report. Stocks finished higher Tuesday with the S&P 500 gaining 0.6%, while the technology-heavy NASDAQ outperformed, rising by 0.8%. Today's move followed a higher-than-expected JOLTS job openings reading, signaling that while demand for labor has cooled in recent months, it remains strong relative to history. From a leadership standpoint, most sectors of the S&P 500 finished higher, led by the consumer discretionary and financials, which each gained over 1%. On the corporate front, shares of Tesla gained over 10% after the company reported second quarter vehicle deliveries that exceeded expectations. Overseas, Asian markets finished higher overnight, with Japan's Nikkei average gaining over 1%. European markets were mostly lower in response to Eurozone inflation reading. After a sharp run higher in the two previous trading sessions, bond yields took a breather, with the 10-year Treasury yield moving lower to 4.43%. Looking ahead, labor market data will remain center stage for markets this week, with the release of ADP payroll reports tomorrow and non-farm payrolls report Friday. The Dow closed up 162 points at 39,332. The NASDAQ closed up 149 points at 18,029. The S&P 500 was up 34 points at 5,509. Oil was down 38 cents at $83. Gold was up 80 cents at $2,339.70. In stocks of local interest, Ameren 71.5 up 75 cents. AT&T 18.82 down 16 cents. Dollar General 129.47 down $1.11. ExxonMobil 114.18 down 78 cents. McDonald's 247.79 down $2.20. Microsoft 459.28 up $2.55. PepsiCo 163.58 up 69 cents. Pfizer 27.83 down 39 cents. Procter & Gamble 163.90 up $1.18. U.S. Bancorp 39.97 up 73 cents. Walmart 68.07 up 53 cents. This has been today's financial market report, brought to you by Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice. Right here in Salem at 907 South Pershing. If you'd like additional information, please stop by or call 729-3831.
Thank you, Joe. That has been our daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Edward Jones. Don't forget to stop on by and see them, and say yo to Leah as well while you're there. They take care of you, and they can answer the questions you might have about your investment concerns. Maybe you're changing your portfolio, or maybe you're adding to it. Whatever it might be, they're more than happy to assist you and answer those questions. And you know, the ever-changing market can always determine maybe something a little bit different in how you approach something. Maybe you've been a little bit more aggressive in the past, but now you got a couple of kids. Maybe that house mortgage and everything else, maybe you want to be a little bit more conservative. Now, I want to take a chance on losing, but at the same time, you're not going to take a chance on those big gains either. So there's always a reward and penalty for those who sometimes dabble. So you have to be ready to lose as well as win. And, of course, too, in all investments, if you have questions about them, please ask first. 729-3831, 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash, Edward Jones, member SIPC. Weather is on the way next when we come right back.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with new Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jed Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
Here at KSMO Radio, let's take a look and see what's going on in the world of weather on Operation Weather Watch. It's a complete summary of weather in the region. A KSMO listening area brought to you by Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Please don't forget, they will be closed tomorrow for Independence Day, and on Friday those offices will be for Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. So the offices will be closed Independence Day and Friday, Independence Day Friday. They'll be back open again Monday morning, regular time. If you have any questions, you can call 729-8163 today or stop by 1200 West Trotter Road, and they can help you out and answer the questions you might have. Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where health, education, and the community, they all meet. Well, cold front thunderstorm outflow is expected to drop south through the forecast area through the morning this morning and then stall out parallel upper-level flow during the afternoon. Now, the boundary is expected to have a sharp temperature gradient, and this could be the focus for additional convective development today, as instability is going to increase along and south of that border. Heat and humidity will persist through Thursday of the afternoon. Heat index values anywhere from 95 to 100 in our area to 100 to 110 out in southwest Missouri. The highest heat index values and threat for heat-related illnesses will be near the Missouri-Arkansas border. They're really going to be steamy down there. Several rounds of thunder showers can be possible from today through Thursday night, and just scattered rain as well. And also the possibility of some severe weather can't be ruled out. The main risk of that would be damaging winds. High moisture content over the area could lead to very efficient rain that can produce some very good storms, which could lay a lot of water down very quickly. Localized flooding and flash flooding cannot be ruled out with these type of significant rain droppings that could occur with some of these storms. As I mentioned earlier, if you were listening, we have a big globber on Highway 50 all the way from Jeff City toward Union. And I mean, it was dropping some rain about an hour, about an inch and a half per hour, if not more, in that area, and moving along that line. Of course, that line was just moving directly to the east from Jeff City, so it's following Highway 50 pretty close, but it's going to merge up with 44 there, right there just past Union. So if you're heading that direction, not so much now. If you're leaving now, you're going to be safe. But if you'd have left earlier, or somebody you know left earlier, they may have run into that rain right there at 44 and 50. That was a pretty good, substantial shower activity right there, and that was heading directly to St. Louis. All righty. With that being said, yesterday we topped out 95. 69 was our low. Normal high 89, normal low 68. Record high 98. I was set back on this date in 1911. And in 2011, 52 the record low. In 1968 and in 2014. Yesterday we had no rain. For the month we're standing at zilch. Normal for the month should be at 3/10. 28 1/3 our total for the year. 23 1/2 would be normal for the year. 5:49 the time of sunrise this morning. 8:31 the time of sunset. The extended forecast Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sunshine on your shoulders Sunday and a high of 87. By Sunday night, it'll become partly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunder showers developing during the evening Sunday. Chance of that rain continues early Monday morning. By the afternoon, we'll have partly sunny skies and a high about 82 degrees. Partly cloudy Monday night, low of 62. And then Tuesday, sunny and a high of 85 degrees. So pretty close to normal, actually, for next week. That local forecast and our current conditions next.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Toronto Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit. At KSMO, we have a forecast that calls for clouds this morning. We'll have some partly sunny skies by mid to late morning, and I'll say that, with a chance of a lot more sunshine during the afternoon. But it's going to get warm, guys. We are going to see temperatures elevate to about 91 this afternoon. When that does happen, and with all the humidity that's in the air right now, and it's still at 85%, it could, heat index-wise, become close to 100 to 103. We will have a west breeze at 5 to 10, and that's going to help usher in a little bit more rain, a little bit more wetness or moisture in the air as well. Now, tonight, there is a 60% chance of showers. Some of those could occur probably fairly late tonight, mostly in the form of just showers, but there could be a mixture of showers and thunder showers, especially after midnight. Cloudy and a low of 69. Light and variable winds will become southeasterly after midnight at 5 to 10. Chance of that rain after midnight, 60%. Then for Independence Day itself, intermittent scattered showers, possibly some thunder showers, anytime from the late morning, like 11-ish or so, all the way through midnight Thursday night. Now, it'll be a warm day as well. We'll have partly sunny skies in between showers and possible some thunderstorms. Our high will be clear. Well, we'll be clearing 85 to 90. I would say it'll be very close to 90 most of the day if the sun comes out. If we have clouds, probably closer to 85 to 89. The heat index, though, is still going to be there one way or another. However, if it's not as sunny, probably will not be at 100, but it'll still be up in the 90s, so it's going to be a sticky Independence Day. South winds 5 to 10 will become southwesterly in the afternoon, which again will usher in more humidity into the area. Chance of rain Independence Day is 60%. Thursday night, we have a 70% chance of some showers and thunder showers, and that will continue into the after midnight hours, but only till about 2 or 3 o'clock. Clouds throughout the night Thursday night are expected, low of 66. Winds will be moving to the west after midnight as well. Then for Friday, really nice day in store. Sunny, high of 81, with a northwest breeze, 5 to 10, gusting up to 20. Clear Friday night, low of 59, and sunny Saturday, high of 83 degrees. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We're still going to kind of call it cloudy, though. So it's a bright cloudy. How's that? I don't know how other way to put it. We have some filtered sunshine making its way through. We do have, but again, cloud cover still pretty much rampant everywhere in the area. Still some pretty heavy rain right along that Highway 50 to 40 corridor from Jeff City. It's pretty close, more out of Mexico, Missouri, and moving all the way to the east towards St. Louis. As I mentioned, if you have people on the way toward there, they're going to be running into some pretty hard rain. So be cognizant of that, as it is already onto the 44 highway now. I will probably say, like I said, St. Clair, maybe even as far back as just beyond Sullivan, maybe towards Stanton, maybe right in that area. So if you're heading towards St. Louis, you're probably going to be okay leaving now. But if you have somebody already in progress, it might be at Sullivan, they're going to probably be running into some rain here very, very shortly.
So please drive careful and watch out for these showers because they could be producing very heavy rainfall that could cause hydroplaning. So be careful, please, on this Independence Day holiday. All righty, and there you have it. Look at weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area. We have coming your way civic happenings right here, KSMO Radio. Next, that's up right after this.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
At the KSMO studios, it's time for the Civic Record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The Civic Record being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. We are your hometown radio station. We appreciate you being along with us on your Wednesday morning, July the 3rd. Your Civic Record brought to you by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South right here in Salem. Stop on by, see them today. Your friends at Southtown Furniture here in Salem, truly where the bargains are. Hoping all of you can come on out and be a part of their get-together on Independence Day. They'll be there Independence Day. Open on Independence Day for your shopping pleasure. Head on down to Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South of Salem, truly where the bargains are. Mark Anthony Fowler of Salem passed away on June 27th at the age of 53. Memorial services for Mark Anthony Fowler will be held Friday evening at 6 at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation from 4 until service time at the chapel. Mark Anthony Fowler, survived by his wife Brandy Fowler of Salem, a daughter Megan Fowler and Larry Wagner Jr. of Salem, a son Kelly Fowler of Salem, a granddaughter, a father and mother-in-law Bobby and Leona Brooks of Salem, a sister-in-law Lori Thompson and husband Charles of Salem, brother-in-law Bobby Brooks Jr. of Cuba, as well as several nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Mark Anthony Fowler, whose memorial services will be held at 6 this Friday evening at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Randy Lee Parks of Viburnum passed away Thursday, June 27th, at the age of 76. Funeral services for Randy Parks will be at 11 o'clock Saturday morning at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville, with visitation Friday from 4 to 8 at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home. Interment will be in the Sellers Cemetery in Dillard, Missouri. Randall Lee Parks is survived by his wife Tina Parks of Viburnum, 2 sons, Rodney Parks of Elon, North Carolina, and significant other Aaron Bailey, and Christopher Parks and wife Michelle of Sullivan, a daughter Lynn Asher and husband Kelly of Republic, 8 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, a brother Ken Parks of Leslie, Missouri, and wife Debbie, brother-in-law Larry Blankenship of Sullivan and wife Norma Jean, and a sister-in-law Brenda and Carla Sellers of Viburnum. Memorials may be given the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Sellers Cemetery, or the St. Jude's Children's Research Center. Cards are available and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville for Randy Lee Parks. whose funeral services will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. More of our Civic Record is next when we do return in a moment.
Looking for a recliner, sofa, a bedroom set, dining room group, or maybe a washer and dryer, and you have a budget? Let's talk about the resale shop that can be found inside Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, where they have a large assortment of furniture, bedding, and appliances. You'll find some of the best bargains around. Stop by and check it out. The resale shop inside Southtown Furniture, open Monday through Saturday. But they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922 at 1601 South Highway 19 right here in Salem.
At KSMO, we continue with our Civic Record right here on your hometown radio station, KSMO. Well, this Friday, it'll be a summer concert featuring Kirk Pierce at the Echo Bluff State Park. This concert begins at 8 o'clock, and it's absolutely free. Then next week, Thursday, at the Current River State Park, it'll be a women's outdoor class. These classes are taught by women and designed to give them more confidence in being out in nature. Get in the water during this event to learn about water quality and how to use a filtration system to get drinkable water from rivers and creeks. The class is free and open to women 16 and above, but registration is required and can be submitted by calling Connie Weber. Call 573-751-1224 or email Connie, CONNIE.WEBER @dnr.mo.gov. That's this Friday. Kirk Pierce at Echo Bluff State Park at 8 out at the little area out there that they have out by the pavilion. It's a nice little sitting area. It's kind of almost reminds me a little bit like Stonehenge and stuff, but it's pretty cool. And, of course, then they have the women's outdoor class the following Thursday, next Thursday, at the Current River State Park. Community Blood Center of the Ozarks encourages community members to take the plunge to save lives. That plunge will be Tuesday. Give the gift of life at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. They'll be there taking blood from noon until 6 o'clock, and those who do successfully donate blood will get a plush, adult-sized beach towel. Beach, baby, while supplies last. The Community Blood Center of the Ozark donors provide all the blood for the patients at the Salem Memorial Hospital, as well as 40 other healthcare facilities across the Ozarks. To help avoid any wait times, they strongly recommend you make an appointment. You can do so by calling 417-227-5006 or schedule it online at cbco.org/donate-blood. That's Community Blood Center of the Ozarks, Tuesday, July 9th, noon to 6, First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, 201 North MacArthur. And if you're a successful donor, that adult-sized beach towel can be yours while supplies last. A presentation of the book Summers at Cedar Grove by author Ben Timpson will be followed by a book signing and will be held at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center on Saturday, July 13th at 10 in the morning at 202 South Main. Timpson was professor of biomedical sciences at Missouri State University for 32 years before retiring 2 years ago. The book, Summers at Cedar Grove, The Rise and the Fall of an Ozark Village, is Timpson's book about his summer spent at Cedar Grove and the history of Cedar Grove, right down there along the Current River. The Denton County Historical Society is sponsoring this event. For more information, contact Dolores Gray Wood, president of the Society, 573-729-2545, or send an email to uppercurrentriver@gmail.com. That's uppercurrentriver, all one word, @gmail.com. And at the Salem Nutrition Center for today, they're going to have braised pork chop with roll, baked potatoes, spiced apples, and milk. The Salem Nutrition site's inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. And everybody, all ages, are welcome to come and eat. And right now, during the Summer Youth Food Program, those that are under the age of 18 eat free. If you are 60 and above, your suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, there's a $7 charge for the meal, which will be at the Salem Nutrition site. Again, a start lunch at 11, goes to 12:30. A soup and salad bar is available at 10:30. And their meal today is braised pork chop with roll, baked potatoes, spiced apples, and milk. Do want to remind everybody the Salem Nutrition site will be closed on Independence Day for the holiday. They will be back open Friday, but they will be closed on Thursday. And again, if you have any questions about Thursday or today, the meal, or about the Salem Senior Center itself, call 729-2373. 729-2373. Again, that meal, braised pork chop with roll, baked potatoes, spiced apples, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. That does conclude the Civic Record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio and your friends at Southtown. Southtown Furniture right here in Salem. You can stop on by and see them, and of course they're going to be open tomorrow, so you can browse and take a look-see. Enjoy just taking your time, scooting around the store, seeing what they have available in the bedding department. Appliances, could be beautiful furnishings you're looking at, or maybe it's a different floor covering than you currently have. Yep, it's all down there waiting for you at Southtown Furniture right here in Salem. Open Monday through Saturday, including Independence Day. Southtown Furniture, truly where the bargains are. Part of the Bodar family of furniture stores, serving you since 1922. 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422. Or go online to SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Keep it here, KSMO Radio. We have statewide news on the way next. From the Missouri Net, we also have for you a Salem Nutrition Center's menu. And we also have coming your way AP News and Sports on the Missouri Net. It's all imminent coming your way on KSMO Salem, Missouri.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with new Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Over the years, it has meant the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, The Wizard, Big Mac, Yachty, Waino, and Pujols. All those names, and they provided so many memories. St. Louis Cardinals baseball, most importantly, has meant championship baseball. We'll be describing every play right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Many Missourians are hitting the road soon for the Independence Day holiday weekend. AAA Missouri Auto Club spokesman Nick Chabaria says the great outdoors is especially popular over the summer holiday time.
State parks and our outdoor natural areas here in Missouri, our lakes have been very popular, as they typically always are, but seeing even more interest now in the last several years, and that's in line with the trend we're seeing nationally. National parks, especially western national parks, becoming very popular destinations.
Chabaria says about 1.4 million Missourians are expected to travel more than 50 miles away from home this weekend and next weekend. The National Republican Party has rejected Missouri's slate of 54 delegates to this month's presidential convention. The move comes after a complaint was filed by 2 delegates to the state convention, which was held in Springfield 2 months ago. According to the Missouri Independent, the event was strife with chaos and the delegates selected were not properly credentialed. The original slate of candidates for delegate slots was replaced after a rule change that favored newer grassroots convention goers named the, quote, truly grassroots for Trump. Meanwhile, the Republican National Committee has given the Missouri GOP until 5 p.m. Friday to select new delegates to the presidential convention. What's being called an overlooked piece of Missouri's history takes the spotlight in a new exhibit at the Missouri History Museum in St. Louis. Gateway to Pride is the first full-scale exhibit of the city's LGBTQ history, detailing the lives, struggles, and contributions of some residents. One piece of sports memorabilia on display from the 1936 Berlin Olympics is from Helen Stevens, nicknamed the Fulton Flash.
What most people didn't know at the time was that she was a woman who loved women, and she even had a girlfriend back home in Missouri during the time that she was in the Olympics. And after she returned home to the States, she eventually settled in St. Louis and spent most of the rest of her life here living with a female partner.
This is Missouri Net.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Want to get out of just about anything and look like an earth-saving hero? Just use the environment excuse. High school reunion? Sorry, can't. Planetary obligations. Unfortunate bridesmaid's dress? Unfortunately, you promised the climate you'd buy more vintage. Chauffeuring teens? The earth really needs them to hoof it. The environment is always the best excuse. Find your out and opt in to cutting carbon. Just visit theenvironmentexcuse.org. Brought to you by WildAid.
A murder conviction court hearing is scheduled for August. Anthony Marbeth reports.
A hearing has been scheduled for August 21st to determine if Marcellus Williams will have his murder conviction vacated. St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney Wesley Bell sought to have the conviction vacated, despite the Missouri Supreme Court setting an execution date for later this year. Williams was sentenced to death for the 1998 murder of former St. Louis Post-Dispatch reporter Felicia Gale, but Bell maintains that male DNA found on the murder weapon does not match Williams' DNA. Bell released a statement reading in part, "We are grateful for the court acting so swiftly and giving us a hearing in this important matter of life or death." Williams is scheduled to die by a lethal injection on September 24th.
Evergy Missouri West has filed a request with the Public Service Commission to lower a fuel charge on their electric customers' bills. According to PSC filings, a residential customer using 1,000 kilowatt hours a month would see the charge drop by about $7 a month. This is Missouri Net.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
Let's see what's cooking at the Salem Nutrition Center today. On this Wednesday, July the 3rd, they're going to have braised pork chop with roll, baked potatoes, spiced apples, and milk. Lunch is served 11 to 12:30 at the Salem Nutrition site inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Suggested contribution, if you're 60 and above, $5. Under the age of 60, it's $7. Don't forget their soup and salad bar starts at 10:30. Lunch 11 to 12:30. It's open to all ages. Everyone is welcome to its end. And those youngins that are under the age of 18 get to eat free during the summer youth program. That is going on at the Salem Nutrition site. And their menu again today is braised pork chop with roll, baked potatoes, spiced apples, and milk. And don't forget the menu can change without notice. Every weekday we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menu as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Stick around, AP News and Sports on Missouri Net next.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Your information source.
KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley.
Worried Democrats are having what one prominent party member calls rigorous conversations after President Biden's disastrous performance at Thursday night's presidential candidates debate.
Texas Congressman Lloyd Doggett is the first Democrat publicly calling for the president to step aside as nominee. And former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tells MSNBC asking about the president's halting performance is legitimate.
To say, is this an episode or is this a condition?
At the White House,
he had a cold and a bad night.
Spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre spent nearly an hour fielding questions about the president's performance and mental state.
I'm not going to discount what the American people see or feel.
And says he'll make his case straight to them. He will meet this week with Democratic lawmakers and governors, do a network TV interview, visit 2 states, and hold a press conference.
We want to turn the page on this.
Sagar Magani, Washington.
Hurricane Beryl's rolling toward Jamaica, a powerful Category 4 storm. Still too early to tell if it'll hit Texas, says the National Hurricane Center's Jack Bevan.
We've got track guidance models that are anywhere from the central and upper Texas coast all the way down to the coast of eastern Mexico. And most likely at the moment, the final landfall in Mexico is the most likely scenario, but it's not the only scenario. There's a possibility the system could come up towards the Texas coast, and just too early to say that with any certainty.
And then there's the heat. Nearly 90 million Americans are under heat alerts. Parts of the West Coast, the Midwest, the South, all expecting high temperatures. A Delta flight to Amsterdam landed in New York this morning after passengers were served spoiled food, say airline officials. Responders treated 12 passengers. This is AP News. Rudy Giuliani's lost his law license in his hometown, New York.
Donald Trump's former legal advisor, Rudy Giuliani, was disbarred in New York after a court found he repeatedly made false statements about the former president's 2020 election loss. An appeals court ruling came Tuesday after Trump's main mouthpiece for false claims of election fraud had already been suspended. The court said in its decision, Giuliani essentially conceded most of the facts supporting the alleged acts of misconduct. His attorney, Arthur Aidala, says they put up a valiant effort to prevent disbarment, but saw the writing on the wall. His spokesperson, Ted Goodman, calls it a politically and ideologically corrupted decision and says they will appeal. Giuliani rose from lawyer to federal prosecutor to someone once called America's mayor. Julie Walker, New York.
Gas is $3.51 a gallon if you're on the road this morning. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
The light is fading, your hands are sore, and the last tool has been put away. Now is the time to feel the satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe that everyone deserves hardworking tools at hardworking prices. And that's what we have here. So, whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with new Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Remember, large trucks and buses need more room to maneuver, so respect the load and share the road. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. If you stayed up late into the wee hours to watch that Royals game last night, good for you. They were heading out to the 6th inning when the umps decided to pull out the tarp after a 2.5-hour rain delay. The game resumed around 11, and the Royals ended up losing 5-1. Matt
Matt Quattrero was happy with Brady Singer's outing as he was getting ready to start that sixth.
They made him work in that second inning, 30-pitch inning, but, he was in line to go out there for the sixth, and, the only run scores on a wild pitch. So kept mixing that four-seamer. He got some swings and misses on the slider, so I thought, all in all, that was a really good outing.
Bobby Witt with his 13th homer for the Royals' lone run, who dropped to 47 and 40. Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol said before last night's game in Pittsburgh he expected Nolan Gorman to snap out of his funk and do it in a big way. Well, after Alec Burleson hit a 2-run homer in the second, Gorman came through in the third inning, the Cardinals' first grand slam of the season. Putting the Cardinals up by 6, they hold on for a 7-4 win. Gorman, snapping out of that huge slump, had 2 hits.
I put the barrel on the ball, so whatever happened there in that situation, bases loaded, no outs, I got a job done, and just glad it went over the fence.
Cardinals are 44 and 40. First time they've been 4 games over 500. The St. Louis Blues signed forward Pavel Buchnevich to a 6-year extension worth $48 million. Coach Drew Bannister.
He's been a big part of the success that we've had, or we're trying to have, and we believe in him, and he believes in us too, and what we're trying to do here. So we're excited to have him back.
Buchnevich had 27 goals, 36 assists last season. The Blues also traded for Stars forward Radek Faksa and Senators forward Matthew Joseph. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Learn more at talktheyhearyou.samhsa.gov.
Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana, and I can keep going on and on.
John, are you going through the 50 states? No, Mike, he's giving us the states of the Cardinals radio network.
It's just amazing. We are heard just about everywhere across the Midwest.
For over 130 years, Cardinals baseball has been entertaining fans of all ages.
It's no different this year. We're bringing you all the hits, homers, strikeouts, and excitement right here on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar.
At the KSMO studios, looking at the forecast, again, has some clouds out there. We could see a little light shower activity yet this morning. Should not be much, but it will get the ground possibly wet. We're not looking at, as I mentioned, not a lot of rain in our area, but we could see a little light sprinkle, light shower. Could come through this morning sometime between now and about 11 o'clock. And there'll be a possibility of those pop-up showers this afternoon when the heat really starts to generate those, sporadic showers. I always call them heat showers. A lot of people call them thunder, spot showers. Yeah, call it whatever you want to. But when the humidity gets high this afternoon, look for those showers to regenerate and possibly pop back up. Now, again, right now we have a few showers around the area this morning. They are light in nature for the most part. As I mentioned, a big old juggernaut of storms was up there between Jeff City and St. Louis. And by golly, it is still there. And it's still moving toward the east, directly to the east. So there's a pretty good area out there of some very heavy rain right along I-44. Right now I'm still going to say about St. Clair all the way towards St. Louis. It was probably closer to Stanton earlier. Now it's that way. But that's a good 15 to 20 mile wide stretch of rain that is really just pelting that area right there, right along the Missouri River. Like they need more water in the Missouri River right now coming off what they got up north. Not really. So anyway, when they have it, And it's going right into St. Louis, which Mississippi downtown was pretty high this past weekend. I looked at that, and it's already up a little bit. And it hasn't even gotten those floodwaters down through the Missouri yet to join in on that fun. So, yeah, watch out for that area down that way as well, especially a little bit further south towards the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi. Yeah, it can really get interesting. All right, in the meantime, though, let's look at the forecast. 50-50 chance of getting pop-up showers or thunder showers. Otherwise, by this afternoon, we should have partly sunny skies, and it's going to get hot. High of 91. Heat index 103, guys. Make sure you're well hydrated. Light, loose-fitting, light-colored clothing if you're going to be out and about today. Don't overdo it. Stay out directly out of the sun when it does come out, and try and stay as cool as possible. Tonight, 60% chance of showers developing fairly late. So somewhere late, 10 o'clock-ish or so, we could see a sprinkle or light shower. Better chance, though, of rain, thunder showers, and any kind of heavy rain will be after midnight for the most part. Again, that low will be near 69 by early tomorrow. And the winds, not going to be much tonight. We're going to have a fairly light breeze. And after midnight, it'll start to pick up a little bit out of the southeast. For Independence Day itself, again, those intermittent pop-up showers during the day. Going to be another sweltery day on Thursday. Partly sunny, high of 89 to 90. That heat index, again, right around that 100-degree mark. Winds will be southerly, though, in the morning at 5 to 10, moving to the southwest by the afternoon. And there's a 60% chance of those pop-up showers, which could also generate thunder showers on Independence Day. Thursday night, a 70% chance of lingering showers and thunder showers that could be popping up, again, due to the heat and humidity, and that chance of rain, again, is 70%. And that could be through the evening hours. The heavier time for rain, though, still may be after 10 o'clock at night till about 1 or 2 in the morning. Then it should actually fade away, move out of our area. And then we'll have sunshine on Friday, high of 81 with a northwest breeze, 5 to 10. That'll feel very comfortable. Clear Friday night, low of 59, and sunny Saturday, high of 83. Currently at KSMO Radio, we have a temperature reading right now at your hometown radio station of 79, but I mean, it's almost 80 already at KSMO. Real close. Not there yet, but it's not far off either. We do have winds directly out of south now at 82% the relative humidity, and that's sticky. 92.97 inches of pressure is finally rising, and it feels right now like 85 here at KSMO, your hometown radio source. Now look at weather brought to you by Titan Paving and Drainage. We always talk about love and the rain, and everybody does love the rain when it comes down when we really need it for our crops or our grass or our yard or whatever, or even to wash off our vehicle. We need it for that. But you know, sometimes when that rain comes down and we have no place for that rain to go, it finds ways to just do some damage. It can erode parts of your yard away. It can undermine your driveway or sidewalks. It can go up against your foundation, create pressure to where it finally starts to crack your concrete and then leak in. Then you got a wet basement. There's all kinds of issues that rain can throw at you that maybe you didn't even consider when you were building your house, or maybe because you bought the house you didn't know there was a problem. Well, Titan Paving and Drainage can tighten up your property and get rid of a lot of those problems. Don Mutz and his entire staff do a fantastic job. Whether you're trying to train that water to move away from your foundation, maybe you're going to be putting in some auxiliary little drains out in your yard to keep that ponding from happening and running it off to a lower area. Or maybe, just maybe, you might be needing to replace that driveway or sidewalk that's gotten damaged from rain in the past, can't be fixed without really doing justice about having to almost replace the whole thing, simply because it probably has done some major damage to the undermining of your entire driveway system or sidewalk system. So get in touch with Don. He can tell you all about it at Titan Paving and Drainage. That phone number is 453-6462. 453-6462, area code 573 on that, or 573-453-6379. Don Mutz and Titan Paving and Drainage. Let them tighten up your property today. All right, after we hear from Titan Paving and Drainage, we'll have our Brownfield Agribusiness News next, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO, Salem, Missouri.
Looking to grade and then pave a project on your property? Don't look at trying to coordinate multiple contractors to get the job done. Let Titan Paving and Drainage handle all phases of the project from design to installation, using the latest in technology and equipment to provide you with the driveway or the parking area you desire in the most cost-effective way. Call Don Mutz of Titan Paving and Drainage at 453-6462 or 453-6379 and let him explain to you how to get the job done right.
I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. Team up with Pioneer brand PowerCore Enlist Corn. Advanced above ground pest protection and winning yields. Your best year starts with Pioneer brand PowerCore Enlist Corn. An economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation says the USDA's proposed changes to the federal milk marketing orders aren't all good. Danny Munch tells Brownfield USDA addressed the hire of Class 1 milk price mover.
The biggest takeaway is that they do recommend a switch back to the hire of Class 1 mover, which was one of our biggest priorities. We are disappointed, though, that they did not decide to switch back to the hire of on an emergency basis.
Munch is also disappointed in the proposed 5 to 7 cents per pound increase in processor make allowances.
When we loop that into a per hundredweight value, that means farmers will be seeing 75 cents to 87 cents less per hundredweight on their milk checks because of an increased make allowance.
He says the data used for the make allowances was based on a voluntary cost production surveys, which he says doesn't accurately show what it costs to make cheese, butter, and other dairy products. He says it also would have been better to consider make allowance increases after mandatory cost of production surveys could begin. He says dairy stakeholders, including farmers, can comment on the proposals once they're printed in the Federal Register in mid-July. Once the comment period's done, there will be a farmer referendum, and Munch says it's unclear when that could happen. The CEO of Summit Carbon Solutions says securing construction permit application approval in Iowa was a good first step for the carbon pipeline project, and now attention turns to permit approvals in the Dakotas. Lee Blank tells Brownfield 2 permits are needed in North Dakota and 1 in South Dakota for the first phase of the project.
We're waiting on those 2 rulings in North Dakota. We would anticipate those 2 rulings later in the summer. Denied our permit in South Dakota in September. We will soon then reapply in South Dakota and get that process rolling and moving.
Demand for U.S. ethanol as the sustainable aviation fuel market builds in the next 5 to 7 years.
We believe, as I do, that sustainable aviation fuel is going to be a future market for global ethanol. The only way the U.S. is going to be able to compete with that is by getting this infrastructure project in place, and then we build out the SAF infrastructure, which would be manufacturing facilities to manufacture SAF in various parts of the country.
He says pending permit approvals in the Dakotas, the construction on the first phase of the Summit Carbon Solutions pipeline could begin in 2025. Recent flooding in the upper Midwest has caused too many. Justin Glisson says the impacts have been widespread.
We've heard of in north central, northwestern Iowa had to replant already, and now those are covered in water.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is CHIP. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems.
Light is fading, your hands are sore, and the last tool has been put away. Now is the time to feel the satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe that everyone deserves hardworking tools at hardworking prices. And that's what we have here. So, whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
And don't forget to stop by see your friends over at Country Mart today. Save on your Dole Classic coleslaw or garden salad. 2 packages, $3. Can also save on your wishbone dressings. Get 2 of those wishbone dressings. Your favorite, French or ranch or might be Caesar, whatever it might be. 2 of them, $5. You can also save, too, on your Post Fruity or Cocoa Pebbles frozen waffles. I didn't know they made those. Anyway, but they do, and they have a 6-count package of waffles for just $2.49. That's Post Fruity or Cocoa Pebbles frozen waffles, $2.49 for the 6-count. And if you're going to be doing some grilling, don't forget to pick up your McCormick Grill Mate seasoning. Get 2 of those jars for $4. Stop on by, save today. Save every single day when you're down at Country Mart, Highway 32, 72 East, right here in Salem, Missouri. We have Music-Wise coming up, some Keith Urban and Garth Brooks right here on KSMO. We hope you'll join us for that. Here shortly, we have Cardinal Baseball 445 this afternoon right here on KSMO Radio. They take on the Pirates. Won last night, 7-4. Nolan Gorman's grand slam, Alec Burleson's 2-run homer, and then Brendan Donovan RBI single with the insurance there late in the game. And then also Ryan Helsley with his 31st consecutive save, the most saves ever by a Cardinal pitcher before the All-Star break. Pretty impressive. At the KSMO studios right now, stick around. Back in a moment with that music as promised here on KSMO.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these summer specials at K&H Auto Supply, where you can get Park City conventional motor oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $26.99. Brake Best Brake Parts Cleaner 2 for $8, and Lucas Oil Stabilizer for $15.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply right here in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Hi, I'm Jen Tracy, candidate for the Missouri House of Representatives, District 120. Affordable housing is a basic need that many in our community struggle to meet. I will prioritize policies that encourage the development of more housing options, including affordable and senior housing units. Together, let's work to alleviate housing shortages and create opportunities for families to thrive. Vote Jen Tracy for State House on November 5th. Paid for by Citizens for Jen Tracy, Lisa Herbst, Treasurer.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Friday. It's almost like whoever named Friday knew it should be celebrated with free fries at McDonald's. Get a free medium fries with any purchase of $1 or more on the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Valid one time on Fridays at participating McDonald's through 12/31/24. Excludes tax, must update rewards.